Hello, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Or good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching this from. Hey, we're going to vibe a little minute before I introduce who I am. Hey, come on. We got this real estate chit chat tonight. Real estate chit chat. We're going to answer those questions that's been going around in your mind. Hey, hey. Hello. Thank you guys for jumping on. We're going to groove for a minute. So groove with me. Hey, groove with me. Hey, let me get on beat real quick. Hey, how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? This is Shawana Boyer, the founder of Black Owned Businesses Jacksonville, your go-to realtor here in the Northeast Florida market and Central Florida market, wherever you're viewing from. I can help you because I just got those connections like that, as well as the founder of Sunshade Fashions, along with the other host of things. This evening, I have the pleasure to bring on my platform. Oh my gosh, this young lady is so incredible. We met about 4 months ago. I think that was about 4 months ago, at a real estate networking event. We clicked right away, right away. Um, Her name is Cassandra Dorsainvil. She's a senior loan officer with the Dorsainvil Group. She is a go-getter. She is reliable. She is a hard-working person. Without further ado, I'm gonna bring her on so we can start this chit chat. So, you watching this live or watching this on replay, you can ask us your questions. So, if you're joining us now, and if you see the information inside of the chat, so your name and your picture can be displayed, you have to allow restream access. Okay. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Curleen? So I see Curleen is on. So thank you. So that means Curleen has granted restream access so I can see her name. So if anyone else come on, if you like to ask any questions, you can do that. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on Cassandra.
Hello,
Woo!
hello.
Y'all give her a round of applause here. So
Thank you,
Cassandra,
thank you.
really well, like I was telling them, we met about 4 months ago, just out chit-chatting about real estate, and I was
Yes,
introduced to you, and ever since, we just been connected.
yes, we have.
So tell the viewers who you are.
Yes,
Hello.
so like Shawana said, my name is Cassandra Dorsainville. I am a branch manager with Nexa Mortgage, but I am independent with the Dorsainville Group. I've been in the business since 2003. Started out with Countrywide, and here we are, 2022. And I'm still holding strong in the business. So I'm just excited to be here. Throughout my journey, I've had various different experience to make me the loan officer I am today. And I just feel like my journey just makes me better to be more relatable to everyday people, and then also just being able to guide them in the right direction.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. And I know we had an opportunity to work with each other on a few deals. For those of you who do not know, I've been a realtor probably a little over 4 months. And I'm telling you, God has been extremely good to me. I have received a ton of customers and actually referred some business over to Cassandra. And this is what we do in this real estate business. Working with your mortgage loan officer, your senior loan officers, you build that relationship up. Um, so you will have someone in your resource, your database that you can refer your clients out to. For instance, John contacted me. John is interested in a home. John never had an approval, and who I'm going to call, who I'm going to refer that customer over to, Cassandra. so
That's right.
that so that's how it works, right? So what's the process? So when I submit a customer over to you, I want to talk about that before we start going and diving into the numbers and what today's market look like, and what quote unquote the predictions, which I always say it's unpredictable because the rates go up and down each and every day. So when I refer a customer over to you, could you kind of tell the viewers what that process looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing I like to do is understand the buyer. I want to understand what your goal is, what you're looking to achieve, because the last thing I want to do is put you into a loan product where that's not even your goal. Like if you don't plan on being in the house for 5 years, or you don't plan to occupy that property as your primary property, or if you want a property that you want to make revenue off of, like there's so many different angles that we can go. So my goal is to make sure I understand your goal. So that way, when I'm putting a structure together, I'm making sure that we're putting a deal that's suited for you. So ideally, the first thing is conversation, find out what your goal is. And then we talk about credit, because obviously credit rules all things. We can't do anything in this life without credit. So, we'll talk about credit, um, talk about income, make sure we have stable income. And then from there, if everything looks good, then we proceed with going with the application.
Well, that is great. And something when when customers communicate or clients contact me, um, I tell them that, just correct me if I'm wrong, Cassandra. We want to make sure our clients have reserves, some type of finance financing in the bank, right? So, could you elaborate on the reserves?
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up. So, and a lot of people think like, okay, money in reserves mean that you have to actually use it for the purpose of closing on your house. Yes, you may, but ideally, let's say even if we got you approved for down payment assistance, and maybe you're getting closing costs from the seller, and you're probably thinking, okay, I don't have to come out of my pocket with any money. True, but at the same time, the lender wants to see that you have money saved up. Whether you have at least 2 months of your proposed mortgage payment saved in the bank. 2 or 3 months is ideal that you want to have. And that's just in general. If you're going out to buy a house, you want to make sure that you have money in the bank, because anything can happen. So you want to be able to tap into your reserves to help cover your mortgage payment in the event if life events happen, and you need to cover your payments.
And that is so true. Um, you just wouldn't believe it, and how important this is. And I emphasize and I stress it a lot when customers call me. And I know so many people are so happy. They want a home. We all want a home. If you don't have a home, you want to be that first time home buyer.
Right.
So having those reserves is just very important. I'm getting passionate right now because I'm experiencing this now, so I got to be careful of what I say and how I say it, because I don't want to offend anyone. And you guys know I have the heart of helping so many people, and I want you guys to continue to reach out to me for help. As I mentioned, I have a team put together. I have Cassandra, and I have a couple other lenders. Cassandra's on my platform tonight, so we're going to focus on her. But do not be afraid to communicate with us and communicate with the lender, because the lender is here ultimately to help you.
Yes,
Correct me.
that's
It's lender
right.
to help you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how how today's market, because people are thinking, oh, the numbers are too high, nobody's buying this and that. I think that's a myth, because people are still buying because they still contacting Shawana Boyer.
And they still contacting Cassandra Dorsainvil.
So I guess it's just based on the individual. Could we kind of talk about that, like how today's market looks,
So,
being a
okay,
lender?
we'll be real. Rates are high. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. We can't do anything about it. But do we want to stop our ability from investing in ourselves versus our landlord just because rates are 2% higher than what it used to be? No. At the end of the day, you want to have an asset that you can call your own, instead of saying, oh, well, I'm going to sit back and wait for the rates to drop down while I keep giving my landlord thousands of dollars a month, where you're making them rich. What about you? So yeah, rates are high. Okay, whatever. But what you can do, at once rates do go back down, you can always refinance. Especially if you get an FHA loan or a VA loan, they have streamlined processes where docs are not needed. As long as you've been making your payments on time, you can refinance with no additional documents, and then lower your interest rate once rates go down. So it's a win. Why not leverage it? Okay, leverage the opportunity to purchase a home, even well, no matter what the rates are, because there's going to be an opportunity when rates go down and you can always refinance.
Thank you. And that's something I'll be trying to elaborate, it's explained to my customers. Oh, I'm just going to wait. So I'm glad that you took a moment to explain that. Now we have a question. It said, what
Mhm.
about purchasing land? Do you need reserves for that as well?
Well, anytime you're purchasing, because land is considered an investment. Well, in any asset you purchase it as an investment, but yeah, because the lender is going to want to make sure that you have the money that you could put down, because a lot of times it's not 100% financing. So you're going to need that reserves to help cover your down payment when you're purchasing that land.
Okay, awesome. Do we have any other questions before we move on to next? Thank you guys so much for jumping in on this live on this evening. Karina, we have Curlin, we have Mike Grubbs, and we had Keith, which is also an EXP agent. Oh, and yes, and that's EXP is our brokerage. Cassandra wears two hats.
I wasn't going to say that, but I do.
Yes, so she's a realtor as well as a senior loan officer. So she's a
Mhm.
phenomenal person, but her specialty is making sure that you have the financing for your property, for your investing needs. So we want to talk about investing now because it appears that's what actually the clients who have been contacting me lately, a lot of people are investing now. So if you're not buying, people are investing. So this is the time, guys. If you are looking to purchase a home and rent it out or do whatever that you like, make sure you reach out to me, Shawana Boyer, and I will make sure I connect you with Cassandra, or you can connect with Cassandra. I'll make sure all her information is inside of this post as well. Let's talk about the investing part of the lending process, Cassandra.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny you say that because I had a client that I was speaking to the other day, um, a couple looking to purchase a house together. They both had two different visions where one just wanted, a single family property, they wanted whether it be a townhouse or a single family home, but the other wanted an investment, something where they can make money out of it, but yet live in a home. I'm like, well, it sounds like we can kill two birds with one stone and get you approved for a two to three unit. So that way you have a duplex or a triplex. You live in that one of the units occupied as your primary. It's really not considered an investment, so to speak. Like it's still considered an owner occupied property.
Hmm.
So you're not having to pay that 20% down as an investment. So if you purchase a duplex or a triplex with the intention of you occupying one of those units, you could essentially rent out the other one or two units, get that rental income, and pay your mortgage. That's a win-win.
Brilliant.
That is a win-win. And when I said that, they was like, "Oh my God, that's a great idea. We didn't think about that." Of course not. That's why I'm here. Like,
So basically, they are living free. So the person in the next unit is paying for the entire mortgage of the of the duplex or the triplex,
absolutely.
whatever. So that, yeah, that is brilliant.
And you say that, a lot of investors are coming to you because they want to purchase. And it's
Right,
because you have these people out here who are thinking, "Oh, well, rates are high, I'm going to keep renting." Well, those investors are going to take advantage of the people who want to keep renting. So
right.
let's change the game. Let's get the rates out of our head. Become a homeowner. Let's put that in the forefront. Put the
Because
rates behind you
right,
and become a homeowner.
because you
Because
can
once
always what? You can always refinance. So
but
that's the key.
you can't refinance your rent. So
You sure can. I'm telling you. So this is the time, guys. If you are in the market of buying, in the market of investing, or in the market of selling your home, make sure you reach out to me, Shawana Boyer. I'll be happy to provide my reliable services to you and make sure that you get the home, get those keys. You know what? That's my goal. That's my slogan. I help families manifest their dreams by providing the keys to their home. Woo!
there you go.
You know what,
Love it.
Cassandra? I don't know if you saw that video on my Instagram, but it was a powerful video, a powerful message about having faith. And
Mhm.
I think that's where some folks kind of lack at because they don't
Yeah.
have the faith. You got the faith is the substance of things seen and the evidence, excuse me. It's faith is. I'm tripping over my words. Help me, girl. Help me. Faith is the evidence of things not seen, but the evidence of things hoped for. Is I'm saying it correctly, Curleen? Let me go because I'm tripping over my words. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words, and I know this, but I want to make sure I'm correct. Curleen is one of my sisters of faith. Hold on, I know this, and I don't. That ain't nothing but the enemy trying to get me to trip over my words because I know this. Faith is the evidence.
There she go, Curleen.
Now,
Just
faith is the substance of things hoped for. I had it right, and evidence of things not seen. See, the enemy be trying to come in and just stir up stuff and trying to attack me. I know I had it right. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Yes, devil, you gotta move back. You gotta leave me alone. But listen, girl, I'm telling you, that video was powerful. It reached over 100,000 views on my Instagram platform. I probably got over 10,000. That was the first video I ever had to go viral. And I'm
wow.
telling you, they are in my inbox. People are all around these states. Because you know what? I stepped out on faith. I said, you know what? Let me go and put this video together. And marketing is very important. So if I have any realtors on here watching this,
Mhm.
you got to step out of the mindset of I'm afraid. No, we don't want to speak that. We don't want to say that.
Okay.
Step out on faith. You got to know how to market yourself, how to put yourself out there, how to network, how to communicate with people. Either it's via social media, either you going to networking events, you going to real estate social events. You have to put yourself out there. In my first 3 months, I have individuals contacting me, want me to mentor them, and I'm like, okay, I may be new to real estate, but I'm not new to this business world.
There you go.
So we're gonna, yes, yes, I may be new to real estate, but I'm not new to this business world, and I really want to consider myself as new because I'm doing extremely well.
Mhm.
Being a new agent, what 5 months now? I don't even know how long I've been a real estate agent. I mean, a realtor. May, so 5 months. Oh, I'm at 5 months. Yay! Yes, 5 months. Thank you all so much. We have Lip World up here. We have Rich here. Curleen. Thank you guys so much for chiming in. And I know that scripture, and it just like I was just stumbling and fumbling over it. I don't know what was wrong. I can hear Curleen now. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Hey, Miranda, how are you? Yes, so yeah, I'm just happy, just it's just the platform that I built for myself, being a fashion in the fashion industry, and my slogan, my other slogan, from fashion mogul to a real estate professional, and it just really has paved my way. Fashion is always going to be a part of me. Sensei Fashions is not going anywhere. That's my heart. I may not be physically selling items now, but eventually I will resume next year. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to have fashion and real estate coming soon with your very own Shawana Boyer. I'm going to style and dress some of these realtors that's out here and that's viewing this Facebook Live. So you make sure you connect with me, okay? We're going to have those closing looks. We're going to have those showing looks. We're going to have every single look for you so you can look fly when you go out there and show your homes to your clients.
Yes.
We have any other questions? We have questions. Let me see. Any questions? Cassandra, is there anything else you want to elaborate on? You want to share your outlets, how they can get in contact with you, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a commercial break. Then I'll come back.
Okay. Yep. I could be reached. Either you can call or text at 904-903-1183, or you can reach me out on Facebook. I think I'm just under Cassandra Dorsainvil or the Dorsainvil group, one of those. And for Instagram, I'm the Dorsainvil group. So any one of those platforms, you can reach me and I'm here to help.
All right, guys. So we're going to pause for a moment and take a commercial break. I really, really, truly appreciate you guys for joining us on this evening. We'll be right back.
Moved to the beautiful city of Jacksonville, Florida, as far as Amelia Island, all the way over to Ponte Vedra Beach. I'm your go-to agent. the beautiful Sunshine State of Florida, where people are coming here to retire. From fashion mogul to a real estate professional, I am Shawana Boyer, Realtor with eXp Realty. Some may know me as Sensei Fashions, Mrs. Jacksonville, or Mrs. World International. I'm so excited to provide the services to you in North Florida market. I've been serving Jacksonville for over 20 years. It all started from me hosting fashion shows for the Jacksonville Jaguars to producing my own shows. Something that I thought was a passion blossomed into a business. So everything just went from there. So I'm not just a beauty queen or a boutique business owner. I help change people's lives inside and out. And I'm here for my clients' best interest. So if you're in the market, searching for a residential or commercial, looking to list, make sure you contact me, Shawana Boyer. From beauty queen to listing queen, I look forward to earning your business.
You can't hear you, Shawana.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Cassandra. I had it on mute. We do have a question here. She said something about credit. I don't know if it's a she or he. So the Facebook user, credit scores requirements, variety of lenders for different credit scores. Could you explain that process? Because I know you work with the variety of different lenders. I think they say you're not just one lender, you actually a broker. So you will
Yes.
actually, yeah, go ahead.
So with me being a broker, I have access to over 160 different lenders. Um, and that gives me the ability to leverage the lenders that's better suited for my client. Like I've done the direct banking, I've done the consumer banking world, and you're too confined when you're with the bank or just with the direct lender versus with the broker. We have multiple options to choose from. So with that said, FHA, they will allow a loan with, I think, as low as 500 credit score. VA doesn't really have a credit score requirement. Now, on the flip side, even though FHA allows credit score as 500 and VA doesn't have a credit score requirement, the lender is still going to want to see a strong profile. So, for example, if your credit score is between 500 and 579, you're going to have to put down 10% because you're considered no, I'll just say it. I'll just leave it at that. So between 500 and 579, you got to put down 10%. 580 and higher is your 3.5% for FHA loan. And if you go VA, it's really just a matter of when we put the information into a system, because it's 100% financing, we want to make sure that when we run it for automated approval, that we get that decision for an approval. Now, we do have some lenders that will do what we call a manual underwriting. I may be kind of speaking too much into it, but as a lender or as a broker, when we're reviewing a file, we have an automated system that we input everything. So as long it looks at the credit, it looks at reserves, it looks at your credit profile. So like if you have collections, charge off, bankruptcy, the system is looking at all of that in order for it to determine, is this person automatically considered approved, or does it need a manual underwriting review? And though when it does shift into a manual underwriting review, it does limit your debt to income ratio. So like, whereas, and I say that like FHA will allow up to 55% debt to income ratio under an automated approval. However, if it has to go for a manual underwriting, that debt to income ratio gets dropped down to, I want to say 43 to 45%. It's a big difference. So that just limits your buying power. So yeah, although you can get approved with a low credit score, you just have to have a strong profile in a sense to where you have money in the bank to support, like, okay, yeah, I may have stumbled on a hard time, but I have a 401k or I have a stock account that has money in it that I can tap into if I need to.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. She
Thank
said
you.
great.
I was hoping I didn't over explain this. So.
Thank you. I can't see your name, so I don't know who is responding. Okay, I just did that one here. Okay, do we have any other questions for Cassandra before we close out the evening?
I love the questions, please. I'm all
Yeah,
about educating.
especially if you're looking to invest. This is your time that you have Cassandra before you, and you can ask her any questions pertaining to obtaining financing for your next home or your next investment property. And as I mentioned earlier, investment is seemed to be this is the market for investors.
Yep.
I actually have two clients that I'm working with now with investing, helping them find their investment. Well, actually, one is in the process of closing, and I'm working with someone else to find their investment property. I haven't shared that with you guys yet, but I'm sharing it with you guys now.
And then
Yeah,
another thing too, so I don't only just do residential, I also do commercial. So if a person, purchase land and they want to build a duplex or build a single family, whether it be for investment purpose or single family purpose, um, I can offer money for that. If a person wanted to buy an investment property, rehab it, fix it up, and then flip it into to rent it out or flip it in and sell it, I do financing for that. So I'm pretty much, if I can't get it done, then nobody can get it done.
right.
Because I have access to all the different lenders to offer everything.
Here's another question. Can you use the VA loan more than once?
Absolutely, you sure can. That is a great question. I have some people who are relocating. So, like, they're stationed in, let's say, Virginia, and then they're coming down to Florida to buy a house. You can use your VA benefits without having to refinance out of that VA. As long as you still have enough entitlement available, you can definitely use your VA either at the same time or after you pay off that loan and get another one. You can definitely use it more than once.
Awesome.
That's a great question, because I did have another client that I was speaking to, and when she purchased her first property, she was eligible for her VA, but her loan officer didn't tell her that she can use it. So she just had the understanding that, oh, I can only use my VA benefits one time, and I want to use it for my forever home. And it's like, you just lost on an opportunity where you can get 100% financing, all because your loan officer didn't properly educate you. So
Wow.
that's that.
So here's another question I believe we touched on a little bit earlier, but you can kind of share what would you say to people who are worried, because people are worried about high rates right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a valid reason to be worried, with the rates are being high, but at the same time, landlords, they're increasing their rent. What are you doing about that? Are you saying, "Oh, well, I'm not going to rent from you because your rent is too high"? Everything is high. It's inflation right now.
Yeah,
So, okay, rent rates are high, but why not just go ahead and tap into buying a property, investing in yourself instead of investing in your landlord?
absolutely. And Curleen asks, can you finance manufactured homes?
Yeah, manufactured homes can be financed. Sometimes they're a little tricky in a sense to where they have a lot more requirements, like the age of has to be, I think, 1973 or 1983, 19. It's one of those, like the age of the manufactured home has to be at a certain point in order to be qualified, in order for it to be eligible for financing.
Awesome. Good question. Good question. Oh, wow. I think we're coming to the end. We have only
Oh
what
no, this was
left?
so
I know. Do we have any other questions? And if you are watching this on replay, if you have questions, you can also comment in the thread, and either Cassandra or myself will get back to you, or you can contact me directly. My information is on the screen. You can find Cassandra here on Facebook up under her name, Cassandra Dorsainvil. Or could you tell me the phone number again?
Yes, I can be reached via call or text at 904 903 1183.
Yeah, so it's all about I'm glad we had an opportunity to finally come on live
Yes.
to
Oh,
answer
and then
questions. Go
also
ahead.
I want to say that I'm not only licensed in Florida, so no matter where you're at,
Thank
if
you.
if you want to purchase land in Wisconsin or wherever, just hit me up. I can still help you out.
Wisconsin, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, wherever. She is nationwide.
We
I'm
got
only
you.
in Florida. However, if you're not in Florida, I do have the resources to refer you to some reliable agents through my brokerage, EXP. Woo, woo, woo. So yeah, that's it. Do we have any other question before we get turned up? And hey, yes, we have any other questions, ladies? Thank you so much. Remember, do not be afraid. Do not let fear get in the way. Remember to step out on faith and continue to believe and go and get what your heart desires. He said he will give it to you. You have to go out there and get it, girl. Put the work in. Call us. Work, call us, email us, get in contact with Cassandra and I, okay? Woo. Remember to tag, like, and share this video so others will know who we are. I'm Shawana Boyer, your go-to realtor, and we have Cassandra
Dorsainvil.
Oh Lord. Yay. What she say? We are looking at. Okay. Awesome. You hear what she said?
I got it. I'm here
Yes.
for you, Miranda.
Yes. Woo. Oh, we about to close out, y'all. Let me end it with this last commercial and we're going to break out. Thank you guys so much. As I stated before, could you please tag and like and share this video, share it with someone in their inbox. You never know who's in need of buying a house or who may want to sell their home or who may want to invest. But if you share this video, they will know all about me, Shawana Boyer and Cassandra Dorsainvil.
Well, hello and welcome to my channel. This is Shawana Boyer, your number one go-to agent. From beauty queen to listing queen, allow me to provide services to you. Are you in the market for buying, investing, or building? I'm your go-to agent, Shawana Boyer.
Shawana Boyer, your favorite realtor. I'm so excited that you came across this video because I am ready to help you. Either you looking for a home, you looking to list your home, or you in the market of investing. Make sure you reach out to me at 904-330-4114. I'm your go-to agent. Make sure you contact me today. Shawana Boyer.
Well. We have come to the end of the night. Thank you guys so much for allowing us to come into your home, into your space. I will be back. I'll probably make this like a every Tuesday evening. I'm thinking invite someone else on my platform on next week who may be in the fashion industry, who may be in the real estate industry. You never know. Remember, from fashion mogul to real estate professional. So it may be one or the other. And you know how to get in contact with me. Go to Shawana Boyer for all of your needs for fashion, for pretty pearls and clutches. Yes. For real estate, for Black-owned businesses Jacksonville, for build your own boutique. And if you want to purchase my book, Who Is She? You can go directly to Shawana Boyer. Everything that encompasses me is on my website. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys make it a great evening.